Good morning, students. Today we are going to continue with the class with the term autonomy, which is derived from the Greek word in which and nomo meaning law or rule. Thus, autonomy means to make one's own laws or self-rule. In international law, autonomy denotes parts of states' territory which are authorized to govern themselves in certain matters by enacting certain laws and status, but without constituting a state of their own. However, there is no generally accepted definition of autonomy in international law. There are certain movements for autonomy which have marked the political discourse in northeast India for the last decades. While some had resolutely expressed the need for more autonomy, within the present set up with more movements, which have evolved more militant successionists' idea of political and geographical demarcation of territory. There are certain aim and purpose of this autonomy movement, which is not only to bring change in the existing system, but also to augment legitimate expression of aspirations by the people having a distinct culture, tradition, and common pattern of living. There is Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura, Sikkim in the northeast, which consists of these 8 states. Throughout the British colonial period, the northeast was treated separately from other regions of British India. Thus, this separation and isolation policy from the rest of India created problem after independence. The after India-China border conflict, what happened in 1962? The northeast became a strategic region with regard to the national security of India. Any indigenous ethnic group which was considered as anti-national and became a security problem. As a result, the movement had to be suppressed, and thus suppression naturally invited resistance, and resistance was countered with more oppressive measures from the authority. This naturally created antipathy among the people and proved the groundwork for the armed confrontation. This developed strong aspiration for an independent homeland. Even before independence, there were several indigenous, cultural, and political organizations representing the interest of the people in hilly regions. These groups also demanded separation from Assam and a further demand for statehood. During state reorganization in independent India, there were 14 states which were created and based on language characteristics, including Assam in northeast region. The minority groups demanded for a separate state out of Assam, but this demand was not considered. The ethnic group in various areas, especially the people of the hill areas, expressed their dissatisfaction. Thus, the dissatisfaction led to the demand for autonomy, that is self-rule. The dissatisfaction led to demand for autonomy and further demand for separate state. The discontent gradually turned into an anti-government movement with the government. This was the general picture of northeast region, and with different groups with separate state out of Assam. The case of Assam, which was peculiar, they do not demand succession but they want Assam for Assamese, the massacre of hundreds of Bengalis, Hindus and Muslims since January 1983. Thus, the non-Assamese, however, consist of different categories. During the Golab Barbara ministries, the emergence of the students was an important phenomenon. All Assam Students Union or AASU was the strongest organization. The slogans raised by AASU were indicative for the nature of the movement. The main demand of this organization was the expulsion of the foreigners. What was the main Assam movement? The main next topic which you are going to study is what was the Assam movement or the Assam agitation. It was a popular movement against undocumented immigrants. That means in 1978, Hiralal Patwari, who died requiring a by-election in Mangalore. It is incidents which is mentioned, no need to mention too much in detail in this one. But then also there is an instance given. During this procedure, the election was affected with observers who noticed that the number of registered voters had grown dramatically. Thus, AASU now demanded that the election should be postponed. In this particular topics which you are doing in autonomy, break questions mainly come. Together questions very less come, few. Break questions like what do you mean by the term autonomy? What was the reason of starting of the term autonomy in the northeast region? What was Assam movement? So these type of topics comes. Now what happened with this in 27th November 1979? AASU and AAGS combined called for the closure of and all educational institutes and picketing in the state and central government offices. Mass picketing was arranged in front of all polling offices where candidates' nominations could be filed. And in the first week of December 1979, no candidates were allowed to nominations papers in Brahmaputra Valley. That means no candidates were allowed to file the nomination papers. They were not allowed to enter into this region. Thus, the last date of submitting for the papers was declared as statewide Bandh because people started to revolt against this decision. The government proclaimed a curfew at different states. Now, the agitation programs were largely non-violent. So, as a result, the agitation in the parliament passed the Illegal Immigrants Act and began to implement it in Assam. Negotiations took place between the government and AASU during the later parts of 1984 and first part of the year of 1985. Thus, in May 1985, formal talks started and Home Secretary led the central government team with several rounds. Immigrants who had entered illegally after were detected and deported, not allowed to enter, and disfranchised for 10 years. The agitation program ended, and thus following with the Assam Accord, which was signed by the leaders of AASU and AAGSP and the government of India in the presence of the Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. The agitators should remember that the citizens of other states like West Bengal, Bihar had settled in Assam for the purpose of professional business. So these citizens were fundamental right to reside in any part of the territory of India. So to continue with this, by violence, which would be a decent barrier to constitution, you can say that the situation in that time which was going on, it was actually a practice which was against the constitutional measures which were taken. The revolt, revolutions, whatever decisions which were taken in the constitution, those all revolts were against the government decisions. So in this situation, if Assam is allowed to succeed, other states would likely to follow. why the government was not allowing the Assam strategies, the revolutionary strategies to fulfill, succeed, or accept their decisions. Because if one state in the northeast region is accepted with their demands, likely it was that the other states are going to follow the same procedure. So the government was very repressive from the very beginning. Hence, in this situation, the breaking federal India into pieces, it would be breaking India into pieces. So the first task of government should be to identify these citizens through government machinery and then take action against the intruders. During the British period, the administration followed a policy of non-interference, which ultimately led to the Naga people with the Nagaland people with what? With isolation. As early as 1918, an organization called the Nagaland Club was established. This club discussed to demand the restoration of self-rule status formerly enjoyed by the Nagaland society. Thus, the spread of Christianity during the British period helped to mold the Nagaland identity. This Nagaland club later on became the Nagaland National Council, and in 1946 it claimed their home rule, that is self rule, and Fizo became the first chairman who declared it would hold a referendum to decide whether the Nagaland should attain independence from India or remain in India. So he has his own attitude towards this new decision making made in Nagaland. So the results said to have indicated that 99% of the Naga people supported independence. The Indian government and the government of Assam outrightly rejected the result. In this situation, talks between the government and NLC broke down. Thus boycotted the first general election of 1952. At this, NNC did not enter into an armed struggle. It followed a course of disobedience in the public life. The government took strong measures and sent security forces to Naga areas. 1956 government declared Naga Hill as a disturbed area, putting it under the command of Indian Army. Thus, in this situation, Fizo first escaped to East Pakistan and then to London. Under military pressure, and NNC followed a separate course and declared the establishment of the federal government of Nagaland. They wanted their own separate government in Nagaland. No proposal of settlement was accepted by them. The armed insurgency broke out. NNC was divided into two clear groups, the moderates and the extremists. The moderates who were supporting the government, extremist group who wanted Nagaland to be a separate state, a separate country. The extremists indulged in violence and they went underground. Through underground rebels, they started to revolt in this movement. So in 1956, there were some moderate leaders who met Jawaharlal Nehru and told him that Nagaland would be given maximum autonomy within Indian constitution. The Indian government now followed a conciliatory approach of conceding to the demand of self-government, and in 1957 the Nagaland Hill District was separated from Assam and became a central government administrative area. Thus Nagaland was ultimately established as the smallest Indian state in December 1963, with the hardcore extremists who could not accept the new status and continued more hostile activities. The masses of Nagaland thus did accept it. The Mizo Hill area became the Lushai Hill district within Assam state at the time of independence, and in 1954 it was renamed as the Mizo Hill district of Assam, and thus Lalenga, a Mizo leader, started the movement for independence. The government tried to suppress the movement with military force. So in these topics, when you are reading the lesson, what you are understanding, you are getting the meaning of the term. Then you are then you are getting the topics, that why the reason of this movement started, and next what started. The next is what were the why the people in northeast had the anti-Indian settlement. What was the major cause for the anti-Indian settlements? Next was the reason that why the people started anti-government movements, anti-government measures. Then next they started, what was the Assam movement, what was the Nagaland's autonomy, why was Nagaland National Council established. These are the questions certain. So the related questions from the topic, brief questions. So in this way you have to get prepared. You will get the help from study material also, worksheets also. Many questions are solved there. Follow it and keep reading the questions, and also write the few questions which are marked in study material, in worksheets. Start copying those questions in the copy also. Don't leave the questions, keep on writing. Okay, thank you.